And now, from 12 Studios, this is News 12 Now.
Today is Thursday, September 26th. Welcome to News 12 Now. I'm Kylee Dedmon. We have breaking news to start off our show. There is an active threat occurring at Broken Bow High School. According to the Broken Bow Police Department, officers are currently responding to a bomb threat at the high school. Parents are asked to pick up their students at the First Assembly of God, while all other citizens are asked to stay away from the area. We will keep you updated as we get more information. Oklahoma has executed a man for his role in the 1992 shooting death of an Oklahoma City convenience store owner during a robbery. 52-year-old Emmanuel Littlejohn was pronounced dead just after 10 this morning at the state penitentiary in McAllister. This despite a clemency recommendation from the state's Pardon and Parole Board. Littlejohn has acknowledged his role in the robbery, but has denied firing the shot that killed Kenneth Mears. He is the third inmate put to death this year in Oklahoma. A youth pastor in Denton has been arrested on child porn and indecency with child charges. Police say they found child porn on 63-year-old Craig Stones' computer and say that a teen boy reported he'd been sexually abused by him. Police say they are still investigating Stone, who is a youth director at Willowwood Church of the Nazarene, and are encouraging any other potential victims to come forward. NASA engineer Justin Jackson is downplaying the space agency's role in the development of OceanGate's Titan sub while testifying before the Coast Guard Marine Board on investigation. The submersible imploded in June of 2023, killing all 5 people on board. OceanGate's co-founder Stockton Rush had claimed the carbon fiber hull was developed with the help of NASA and aerospace manufacturers. While OceanGate and NASA had partnered in 2020, Jackson said the COVID pandemic prevented NASA from fulfilling its role. The 2-week hearing into OceanGate's experimental submersible is being run by the military branch's highest level of investigation, reserved for serious maritime accidents. A Texas jury has found a former Houston police officer guilty of murder. Former narcotics officer Gerald Goins was convicted of killing Dennis Tuttle and Regina Nichols in a 2019 raid. At the trial, prosecutors argued Goins falsified information to get a no-knock warrant, and that led directly to the deadly raid. The sentencing phase in Goins' case will begin today. He could be sentenced to life in prison.
It has been a beautiful late September day across Texoma so far. We started off on kind of a chillier note. Temperatures fell into the 50s for most of us, and a few of us even tried to reach the upper 40s. Marietta was the chilliest spot at 51 degrees. But that's the thing, the sun is out and we are warming up. Most of us are back into the 70s already. So yeah, it's a little bit warmer than yesterday, but hey, it could be a lot worse. And it's not very humid out there either. So very similar to yesterday, maybe just a skosh warmer. Temperatures getting into the mid 80s for a lot of us. But we are going to be seeing abundant sunshine, very calm conditions today, and all in all, just beautiful conditions lingering into the start of the weekend. So that means an awesome Thursday night football forecast is in store for all of Texoma. Out of a perfect blue jeans / flannel night, or if you just want to be outside in general tonight, it's going to be wonderful. So we'll get a peek at that weekend forecast, and if we have any rain or anything else to talk about here in just a little bit. Until then, back to you, Kylie.
All right, thank you, Brian. Well, tomorrow is the opening day for the State Fair of Texas, and the final preparations for keeping fairgoers safe are underway. CBS News Texas' Steve Pickens reports.
Today, prepping for an estimated 2 million people to make their way onto Dallas's Fair Park starting Friday. You're going to have security right here on searching, if you will.
Yes, sir. You'll walk straight through the switchback, and we will have our open gates metal detection right here.
That preparation includes a change at the entrance gates, separate lines for people with bags, an effort to speed up crowds and get all through required metal detection searches. Nate Gross oversees the State Fair safety and security plan.
Absolutely. We believe that we are the safest place for an entertainment destination, and we have only upped our measures.
The fair's gun ban, except for peace officers, remains in place with just 2 days to go before this year's start. Assigned Dallas police officers arrived this afternoon as part of the fair security campaign. Added this year, a security command center tied to not only the network of police patrolling fairgrounds, but connected to this, cameras that are monitoring all activity here.
There's another change coming on Friday, and you'll have to deal with it even before you get entry into the fairgrounds.
$30 for parking. This year, a $10 increase for the 12,000 parking spots in fair parking lots. The money, they say, pays for fair security.
Public safety and security expenses were in the neighborhood of $6.5 million. We're forecasting this year to be in $7.5 million. So investing in the public safety of our fairgoers is paramount.
At Fair Park, Steve Pickett, CBS News, Texas.
And I will actually be at the State Fair of Texas next week covering it, so make sure you're tuning into News 12 the next few weeks to find out what all you can do, see, and eat at the fair this year. Well, taking a look at our political news now, a new bill in Congress passed this week. This Building Chips in America Act is now on its way to President Joe Biden's desk. The bill, authored by Senator Ted Cruz and Senator Mark Kelly, focuses on microchip manufacturing plants and its environmental review process. Lawmakers say in order to avoid delays due to government red tape like several projects in the works, it's supposed to accelerate the regulatory process.
What this is going to mean is new manufacturing plants will be built in Texas much faster. It will mean billions more dollars invested in the economy in Texas, and it will mean thousands more high-paying jobs in Texas. It's a great victory for jobs in Texas.
In addition, the bill helps keep manufacturing chips domestically. The congressional panel investigating the July assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump is presenting its findings to the public, and that includes pointing the blame not at police, but at the Secret Service. The bipartisan panel has spent the last 2 months analyzing security failures that allowed a gunman to open fire from a rooftop, injuring the former president and others, and killing a man at the Butler, Pennsylvania rally. The Secret Service had relied on support from local law enforcement to secure the event, but after dozens of interviews with law enforcement, Republican Chair Mike Kelly put the blame on the Secret Service, citing multiple failures right up to the moment the former president took the stage.
We know there was a suspicious person out there, and I think once you listen to this today, you're going to find out, why in the world would you let former President Trump go out onto that platform if you weren't sure it was secure? That's the whole purpose of why the Secret Service was there.
The panel is also investigating a second assassination attempt against the former president. A suspect was arrested earlier this month for aiming a rifle through a fence outside Trump's West Palm Beach golf course. Well, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is facing multiple federal charges, including bribery and fraud. The federal indictment against him was unsealed moments ago. Adams has vowed to continue doing his job while he fights the charges. Michael George reports from New York.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams asked New Yorkers to reserve judgment shortly after a federal indictment was unsealed, charging him with taking bribes and illegal campaign contributions from foreign sources.
It's an unfortunate day, and it's a painful day.
The 5-count indictment alleges in exchange, Adams helped Turkish officials with fire clearances for a new diplomatic building in the city.
I follow the law, and I follow the campaign rules.
This is just one of at least 4 federal investigations into Adams or his inner circle. At least 3 high-ranking city employees have already resigned in recent weeks.
This is unprecedented.
CBS News legal contributor Caroline Polisi says prosecutors must think they have a strong case to indict the sitting mayor, a first in city history.
You have to believe that prosecutors feel that they can not only convict Mayor Adams at trial, but sustain that conviction as well.
Adams has vowed to remain in office while he fights the charges. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Thank you for watching today's News 12 Now. Make sure to subscribe so you find out why Texoma turns to us. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, where you'll see more social media exclusive content. Want more News 12 Now? Watch us live every weekday through the KXII app on your phone or TV and through our website.